Okay, so this is my post-Orchid Society blooming update as I just try to decide which orchids I'm gonna send to judging for the Orchid Society this week. This is Twinkle Twinkle. It's still in bloom, one flower facing down, kind of boring. I just realized that my vanilla grew it grew all of this that came out of the basket since I brought it inside in the fall. This is like the most vigorous my vanilla has ever been. I think the humidity, I watered more this winter helped, but also I started giving all my orchids that plant potion number 9, and I'll put a link into the description of plant potion number 9 when I got it and what I thought it was. And now let's see, what else do I have in bloom? This is Ascocentrum Ampullaceae Orange. I got this from H&R. This is its first blooming with me. Look at how many spikes it has. Look at that. Looks better today than it did yesterday. I might take another picture and submit this one. It has so many buds that hasn't opened yet. And then this is my Dendrobium aggregatum that I got from Julie Hall. It has one tiny little, like 2-flower spike right here, but on this side I have like 4 or 5, and they make quite a display. Very yellow, very bright, easy to see. Over here, this is my Ascocentrum garryi with 2 spikes. This one right here that's paler is the older spike. Or no, and this must be the newer spike. It's paler, it's got some buds at the top. And then this one that's darker is the older spike. I still have a bunch of Nobly type hybrids. I think that's Red Emperor Prince there. That's still in bloom. I think this is Canary Song right down here. It's that or Sunny Days. The Lake Kachuma New Spring is coming out of bloom. That's not a good candidate. My Quadramalensis is done, as you can tell. Let's see, what else do I have sitting around here? My Wanagar Apple Blossom Calais Pink is still blooming, though it's very dry looking, I'm telling you. And then here's one Calais Aurantiaca. I have the flower that was on it when I bought it. This one right here is done. And I have one coming. And I think the other one that was on here when I bought it is also gone. So the Leonis flowers don't last very long. We're over here, oh, Wazellii. So one of them is still in bud. One of them is starting to open up. Here's my Satan Fidania Mitrata with all its spikes. It's not fully open yet, so I don't know if it's a good candidate to send in for Orchid Society judging. I mean, really nice when they're open, but it's just so much potential here. Not ready yet. That's I think that's Golden Peacock right down there. This is my Adenocarpa by Richard Mueller, just one flower. None of these are good candidates. Over here this is another Aurantiaca. I think this is Ruby Spangles that I got from Santa Barbara Orchid Estate. Oh, I have some Dendrobiums. This is, okay, so I have both Little Atro, which is right here, and I just don't know what I do. I don't know if it's too hot, it's too cold. A lot of my Latoria type Dendrobiums get these black spots on the leaves. And then next to it is, oh, I'm sorry, this is Little Norman, just Norman by Ents by Little Atro. And then this is Little Atro right next to it. And so, I don't know if you can tell, they look very similar. The little flowers on this are a little bit smaller than on Little Atro. Here's my other Ampullacia. The other spikes are now in bloom on it. So this is the pink Ascocentro Ampullaceum that I got from Nats like 2 years ago. The Solagi Confusa still has some flowers on it, but they're fading. It's too hot for it. This still blooming. This is anosmum. So the anosmum that I got as a freebie, those little nubs ended up being probably going to become kikis. None of them became flowers. This Neostylis Pinky New Star that I got from Diamond Orchids a few years ago is starting to come out of bloom, as you can tell. This right here is Dendrobium Nanochip. So it came, I think, in bud from H&R, and now it's blooming. And then next to it, this is Nanochip by Barron's, and if we can get it close enough, you can see how much smaller the flowers are on this than compared to Nanochip. That. So here is Nanochip by Barron's, and then this is Nanochip here. And if you look at the plants, right, I think Nanochip is slightly bigger right here in terms of total height. So if you look at them in height, right, the Nanochip by Barron's is more squat. This right here is Atropine by, I thought it was Serena O'Neill, but it's not. It's Atropine by Cordillera. Looks a lot like Serena O'Neill to me. And then down here, I have to get past Pinto. It's gonna like bite my ankles. Is another Aurantiaca that's in bloom. The one that has no spots on it. Now I'm back here, again, I have to like try to get over Pinto, which is very difficult. That is the Jewel Box Scheherazade that I have right back there, blooming. I can't get any closer because of Pinto, who's in the way. This Love Memory Fizz is still going really strong, though the leaves don't look very good, but a little bit out of season since most of the Nobly types are done now. So this is the Eye Candy Pinky that I got from Nats. Look, it's almost all open. Just look how red it is, and it really pops because you can see this Colmenar Wildcat behind it. It's yellow, and then just this, wow, I love that red. And then this is Phil Bastiani species. It's part of those free orchids that I got. And then my Spasledum is still going. Pondering if I could submit it for the judging. And then of course I have two Phalaenopsis and back that are in bloom, which since they've been in bloom like 3 months now, I don't think I'm going to submit them. Now we come out to Pest Central. So this is my Wild Willie Pacific Bingo with its 2 spikes that I found. I mean, I didn't see any, and then I looked at the flower spike over here, and like the buds were just covered in aphids, and I don't know if you can see this, but there is an ant on it, probably farming aphids as far as I know. And I have still been spraying this like every 3 days, but I guess the ants are bringing the aphids back. Oh, look at this. So insecticidal soap is not working so well right now. Look at that. Look at all those aphids. Jesus. Yeah, insecticidal soap not working at all. I have to spray it again today. And here's the rest of the aphid quarantine over here. The Catante is still spiking. This right here is, what is this one? Oh, this is Wild Willie specific, bingo. Okay, let's go. What was the other one? Oh, the other one was Oncidium Irene. That was Oncidium Irene. And then this, which looks very much like it's a Shari baby, is Oncidium Heaven Sent. And I don't know if it has aphid, but it was close to the aphid plant, so it's been isolated with the aphid plants. So that's everything. Definitely no aphid plants to be submitted for iOS voting of like plant of the month. But I wish I could submit this one. I just wish it wasn't covered in like aphids, because it makes, Irene makes just beautiful, you know, spray of flowers. So that's my post orchid show, no, orchid meeting, sorry, blooming update to try to decide which ones I want to submit to the club for judging.